Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat and Germany. My name is Bharat, and in this video I'm going to discuss why you should enroll for the complete course of finding jobs in Germany on Big Academy, and what are the things that you're going to learn, what are the benefits, and how you can actually use it, especially during these times when companies are more hesitant in hiring new people. But again, not all companies are. Companies in general, they have profits, and when they have profits, they try to reinvest it back in the company. And one of the better ways of doing it is by hiring really good employees. For this, I'm going to take you to the screen and we are going to discuss the things further there. The problem that happens with many international students who come to Germany is that they don't understand the German work environment. So that's why what they think is that 95% of the people, the job applicants, they're always trying to push for the 33% openings or the vacancies which are available on the job portals. The problem which arises is that there are still a lot of places which the people are not really applying to, and then the 5% of people who are doing things differently, they're getting these places, the 66% places. Now you must have heard many of your colleagues or batchmates or even seniors telling you that I have sent 100 applications, 500 applications, 1000 applications on the job portals, but I'm not getting any kind of good responses. And there are a few reasons attached to it. There are good job portals where the companies actually have to invest the money inside to keep the ad up and running. For example, on Stepstone, the companies have to pay up to 1,700 euros for 30 days of keeping the vacancy up there. This means the companies which are putting up the vacancy there, first, they're definitely in the need of a new employee. Second, they're having higher demands because again, they're already paying for the ad. They would also pay highly for the people who are actually coming through that ad. And that's why they also need people with better skills. And the third thing that you have to keep in mind is on these paid job portals, companies would generally be more responsive. Whereas if you take a look at other job portals, for example, Indeed.de and so on, where the ads are completely for free, then of course, the companies that you find there are one with limited budget who cannot pay you a lot of money and things like that. So there could be a nice balance between these two that you have to take a look at. But for example, job portals is still not the place where you end all of your search. 95% people do that. That's why they're not getting a lot of job offers. But the reason I made my course, the complete course of finding jobs in Germany, is for the other 5%. How do you actually get creative? Find companies which are more relevant to your field, to your course, even to your university and region. And how exactly do you approach them? Because as a student of marketing and somebody who has his own marketing consulting company now, what we have to constantly do is try to get people's attention. And we have to do it in multiple different ways by writing really nice copies. So copy is the marketing term for writing some kind of, text. Writing those things which actually make people to take action on something. So with our experience from that, we could really easily combine it with the emails that you're sending out to these companies. And the responses that we have received so far is really nice for the people who are trying with the Initiativbewerbung or the unsolicited application, which is a horrible translation because unsolicited application just doesn't feel right. It feels like nobody asked for this application, but you're sending it out anyways. Whereas in German, it feels more like this is a self-initiative. You're sending this application out to a company, even though there's no vacancy available on their website, to show your initiative of working for that company. So this is very important, and that's what we learn more in the course. Now, what are the different stages that a vacancy generally goes through? The stage one is realization. So let's say there's a lot of work, and the company is getting more work, but they're not having enough people to take care of all of the work that is being given to them. They're having extra profits. From those extra profits, they have enough money left that they can hire a good employee and then still have some decent amount of profit on the side. So what they generally do is they hire a new employee. Now, that is the first stage. The first stage is the stage of realization, that you're understanding there's more work than the resources that we have right now. Then the stage two that happens is the internal asking or referral. For example, I have a team of 8 people. If I want to hire a new video editor or somebody else, I'm going to ask my team first and say, do you know somebody who is good? Because that is the best way to get leads, because these employees who are working with me, they will have more understanding of the business, and I can also trust them more if they have been working with me for a long time and I'm happy with their work. So they're also not going to spoil their own image by giving me a bad lead, and I can also trust on their leads more. So this is why companies also rely on this stage 2, where they ask their employees internally and say, is there somebody you have in mind who can help us out with XYZ, right? So this is another stage that you have to keep in mind. And this is a nice stage where you can show up, but this happens when you're networking frequently, you're spending time on LinkedIn, on Xing, any of the other networking platforms. I personally believe that for many of the scenarios, LinkedIn works, but there's a very definite a breakdown on the basis of empirical data that many job portals have researched on for what kind of professions Zing makes sense and what kind of professions LinkedIn makes sense. That we also discuss in the complete course for finding jobs in Germany. So definitely keep that in mind. And then we come to the stage 3. Stage 3 is the past resources. So if there's some student or some kind of intern who worked with them previously who did an amazing job, then they're going to reach out to them and ask them, hey, we have this position open. Are you willing to work, or are you interested in working with us? So that's a good place again. So that's why I also really promote that you should try to get internships, you should try to get part-time jobs, because that really helps you out in starting your job. Then afterwards we come to the stage 4, where they are taking a look at the applications which are being sent to them by emails, even though there is no vacancy available, because many of these interesting applications they keep in a separate list and they reach out to them when something opens up. And sometimes there is some kind of need lingering in the company that, okay, we need this person in this and this field, but they are not actively looking for it because they haven't found the right person. And that's why, it is very important that if you're sending out these unsolicited applications, that you also mention what kind of fields you could fit in on the basis of your previous experience and on the basis of your studies. That is very important. What many people make the mistake of is, and I can totally understand, international students, when they come to Germany, everything is new and everything feels different. But what many people forget is that companies are also run by humans. They're also having the same human problems that all of us are having. That is, not able to match two right things together. And if you're able to show up there and show, hey, I'm the perfect match for this, then you're already getting the job much more easily than banging your head on different kind of job portals. So that's the stage 4. And then stage 5 is generally putting it up on a job portal. That happens in the end, and then they get massive amount of leads. If something reaches there, then pretty much the chances of finding a good place very easily is lowering down. So that's the reason why I say it is very important that you are proactively looking for a job during these times, and not just waiting and thinking, I'm just going to send out the copy-paste cover letter to companies directly on LinkedIn or on Stepstone or something like that. That doesn't work anymore. And this is the reason I designed the complete course for studying in Germany, especially to help international students and other employees out so that they can make the shift to another job in a much better way. So I can also take you through the course and tell you what are the different kind of things available. So if you go here, first of all, I will take you through the FAQs real quick. So this is, first of all, a self-paced course. That means you can start anytime and you can stop anytime, but that is only for one plan. The second plan is the intensive coaching plan, which we are starting from 7th May. So this is something where I'm having weekly calls for a month with the students who enroll in the course, and we have a maximum group of 5 people so that you can learn from each other and you can see what mistakes others are doing that you shouldn't do and what they are doing better, which you can also do. So this creates a nice working environment for everybody. And in the intensive coaching plan, you also have 6 months support, whereas on the Kickstarter plan, you just have 1 month support. So how long do you have access to the course? Lifetime. Then how long does the support last? Like I said, for the intensive coaching program, we have 1 month of live sessions or coaching sessions, and then afterwards we have 6 months of support, whereas on the Kickstarter plan we have 1 month of support, but we do not have any kind of coaching sessions included there. Then will you apply on our behalf? So we don't do it because again it is not really ethical. What kind of support do you provide? So you can read all of these things down here. Which nationality is this course applicable to? Because I also get questions for this. So it doesn't matter from which nationality you are, as long as you're looking for a job in Germany, this course can help you out. We have had students so far from Mexico, from India, Pakistan, Chile, Brazil, Indonesia, Philippines, Ghana, and Nigeria. So then we discuss a lot of things here. You can go through the curriculum completely in detail. So we talk about where to find jobs, then we go into detail with job portals, and you see every single section is ending with step-by-step process. So this is very important so that you understand, you don't miss out on any step that you would have done otherwise, and you do not make any kind of mistakes, because many of the mistakes that you do generally are just silly mistakes which you could have avoided if you would have some kind of reference points. Then we have the networking websites, then we have company websites, then we have the hidden job market in Germany, which I talked about, that most of the places are already asked by the company from their employees internally. So how do you show up there? That is something that we discuss here. in case you're already in Germany, preparing your job application documents, following up on the application, interview strategies, negotiations, getting your employment permit, after arrival German work culture, your way to the German citizenship, bonus lessons, and so on. So this is a very detailed course, and this kind of course you will not find anywhere else, because what I do is I specialize for Germany. I'm not opening up a shop and say I'm going to get you to all sorts of countries, because I personally find it pretty nonsensical if you don't have the experience yourself of hiring people, of being an employee, and actually now being at a stage where you can teach others that you can do these and these things right and these things wrong. Then I don't know why so many of these people are just trying to send you to all sorts of places where they haven't even been at. So this is why I say this is the best course you can find regarding finding jobs in Germany, especially during these times if you're having any kind of difficulties. Then at this point of time, we have two pricing options. Like I said, it can change in the future. So at 499 euros, we have the Kickstarter plan, which is lifetime access to the course contents plus 1 month support. And with 799 euros, we have the intensive coaching plan, where you have lifetime access to the course contents, 6 month support, plus 1 month of intensive coaching. For both of these plans, you will find a €100 coupon discount, which is valid till Sunday. If you want to enroll, do it now, so that if you're joining in for the intensive coaching plan, you can still start with us on Friday. On Friday at 4 o'clock is our first call. All the best, and I look forward to having you there. Bye.